When you stop your donation by claiming exempt, all of a sudden you'll hear from the IRS, which is interesting. Why would that be? Now, on the one hand, they're hoping you file your returns. On the other hand, though, they're collecting your money over and over again. So you're not hearing from them right now. So once you stop, you probably will hear from them. However, you can be way ahead of that, which is exactly what your question is. Pull the jurisdiction from them by filing the revocation, and now they're obligated to move you as a non-taxpayer. But what you need to do for sure is, in conjunction with not filing, is to stop donating, which is to get your full paycheck, give yourself a raise and claim exempt.
I have thought about going in and changing it to exempt, but I figured that was the point that I would start hearing from the IRS when I did that.
You will,
So
but it won't be right away though. It'll be in a year or two.
What do I do?
What you do is what I shared with you, the revocation election.
Okay, and that is something that is a form that your organization can provide to me?
It's actually an affidavit that we lay out. It's a 12-page affidavit. It's full of constitutional law, Supreme Court decisions, and the IRS's own statutes and codes that lay out their limited jurisdiction. And this is the most important thing to understand about what you're doing. You are restating where you live. Where do you live at right now?
In Texas, in Austin,
you're in Texas. So you're not even close to 10 square mile area, Washington, D.C., right? You're in Texas?
Exactly.
And you don't have a hard hat on right now. You're not dressed in camouflage. Are you ready to go to battle?
No.
Okay, so you're not subject. You don't work for the federal government, right?
Right.
And that's what you're stating to them, okay? But you have to do it in contractual form in the same way you opted in. You told them when you opted in, by the way, when you were... How old were you when you signed your first tax return?
Probably 16 or 17.
Right. And they took money out of your check throughout the year. You didn't know why they were taking money out. And then at the end of the year, you try to get a refund, and you probably got a few $100s by filing a tax return, right?
Yes.
That happened to me. That happened to everybody. That's how they get you at a young age. Guess what happened when you signed under penalty of perjury? You told them you work for the military. You told them you live in Washington, D.C., okay? So when you put this in affidavit form and you spell it out to them and you use their own codes, this is their own phrase. They call this a revocation of election. That's what you're doing. They have 30 days to respond to you, which they're going to have a hard time responding because they have to prove that you work for the military.
Okay.
Obviously, they can't prove that, right?
Right.
And guess what happened? They won't respond to you. And once they don't respond to you, actually, you can count it a victory the minute you drop this in the mailbox, because you're correcting your status with them.